Hi, I'm Sharon Meredith, Certified Health and Fitness Coach. Welcome to It's Not a Diet, It's Your Life. My goal is to help you change your mindset from dieting to living. And one of the things we're going to need today for you to help you is a piece of paper and a pen. We're going to go over some exercises. So while you get your pen and paper, I'm going to share my screen so that we can get to the presentation. Okay, so it really isn't about dieting, and it really is about living. I learned the hard way, and I'm going to share my story with you. I'm also going to share why dieting doesn't work, as well as strategies so that you can lose the weight and you can feel as awesome as you should feel. I've got a couple of questions for you. You've got your paper and pencil, and I want you to ask yourself, how many diets have you tried? Is it 3? Is it too many to count? I know we're all different. There is no one size fits all, but you need to learn where you started from to get where you want to go. So write down on your piece of paper how many diets you've been on. Were you happy with the results? I'm guessing that you probably were very happy for the first week or 2 weeks or however long the diet lasted. But then you probably went back to your old habits and, gained it back, maybe even gained more than you weighed in the first place. So the next question to ask yourself, what stopped you from maintaining your weight and feeling great about yourself? Was it you? Was it your friends who kept saying, you look great? Or sometimes you even get, you're too skinny. Everybody has an opinion. But the opinion that matters most is your opinion. So figure out what weight and what size is right for you. It doesn't matter what anyone else thinks, right? But you need to know what stopped you. So you are in the right place if you need help and you want to learn about a proven plan and a powerful, success-driven support group. At the end of this presentation, I will share a program with you that I've developed based on my experience. And if it's a fit for you, great. If it's not, that's okay too. But do take everything that you learned tonight and implement it and find a support group that's right for you. You're in the right place if you're frustrated with your weight, your energy levels are low, and maybe you even feel a little hopeless. Perhaps you're tired of complicated time-intensive programs and you want something simple. Now, I'm not ditching any program because, again, different things work for different people. But maybe you're tired of counting calories or counting points or whatever it is, not eating fat-free, sugar-free, gluten-free, whatever it is. You're in the right place if you can't seem to lose weight, no matter how little you eat and how much you exercise. You've probably messed your metabolism up, and we're going to get to that. You are not in the right place if you want a quick fix, a magic pill, a quick fix. The truth is, it's not out there. Maybe someday in the super future it will be. Gosh knows, technology is crazy. But you really need to put the work into you and change your lifestyle for the better. So if you want something quick and easy, I have a program, and what we'll talk about, the strategies that you'll learn are going to be the easiest that you can use, but it is not a magic pill. If you would rather take pills than get off of your cholesterol meds, get rid of diabetes, then you know what? This probably isn't the place for you. And if you do have those things, I have helped people, and a program that I've taught has helped people get off their meds or at least decrease them. Wouldn't that be awesome? The reality is this: you will not have the weight loss results or the life you want unless you have a sustainable, reliable plan that works for the long term. It's got to be something that you can do forever and ever and ever. So it can't be complicated. It can't be really restrictive. And I say it's a time for change. I do a lot of speaking. I used to work at a senior center, and when I speak at libraries, they're mostly seniors. And I saw this photo and I thought, I've used it in my presentations, this is what I want. When I'm in my golden years, I want to be able to get up onto that soft bed and jump on it if I want. I want to do anything physically that I choose to do. The reality is some of my 40-year-old clients have trouble simply getting up off of the floor or maybe even out of a chair. So I say it's a time for change. It's a time for you to make the commitment to get to this picture, jumping on the bed when you're in your golden years. Yet we have a lot of excuses, don't we? You can't or won't give up the bread, the alcohol, the chocolate, whatever your vice is. The truth is you don't have to give it up. You do have to decrease it tremendously in most cases. The truth is most of us are simply eating too much. The truth is to lose or gain 1 pound, it requires 3,500 calories. Fat is in my genes. My whole family is fat. Well, I gotta tell you that most of my family is overweight as well. But the reality is, scientifically, statistically, 30% is due to genetics. That means 70% is due to you and your lifestyle. I hate exercising. Well, I'm a trainer, and guess what? I don't particularly enjoy exercising all that much. I love being active, and there are some fun things you can do. But once you do get into your exercise routine, and we're going to talk about this later, you're going to feel great. So you're going to want to do it. And you don't have to do it 7 days a week, an hour a day in the gym. Oops, who am I and what do I do? Well, what I do is I am a health coach and a fitness trainer. I'm a public speaker. I've spoken at hospitals and libraries and in my homes. Years ago, I got into aerobic competitions, and I got into that because I got sick, and I'll go into that in just a little bit. I've worked at the world-renowned Golden Door, and I trained people like Jamie Gertz and Rita Wilson, who is Tom Hanks' wife, and that's what I do. Who I am is someone who loves fun. So that picture on the right is me skydiving and my 50th birthday. I love adventure, I love fun, and I love new experiences. And who I am has greatly come to be because of my life experiences, which, by the way, I'm extremely grateful for. In my early 20s, I was diagnosed with Crohn's disease. And that's when I got into fitness, because I did my research and I thought, oh my gosh, I don't want some of those things to happen to me. So I got into fitness, and one thing led to another, you know, Pilates, personal training, massage technician, you name it, I probably had the certification for it. But through life experiences for another time, I moved to California, and boy, fitness trainers don't make a lot of money here, and I wanted to make more money, so I got into real estate. I made a lot of money. I made 6 figures, but I worked all the time. I didn't really have much of a life. And while when I was in fitness, my Crohn's disease was under decent control with just a flare-up here and there, boy, I got really sick. Crohn's disease turned into fistulizing Crohn's disease. I went through my second divorce, moved back to San Diego after moving out of the area from my ex-husband, and I threw my hands in the air and I said, God, please help me. Please don't let me lose my home. Please let me learn how to live on less money, and I'm going back into full-time fitness. That was 6 years ago, six and a half years ago. Fitness with Heart was born, and that same month, a company called Take Shape for Life came into my life. And while I'm going to share with you a program today that's whole foods that I've developed, I've taken my teachings from Take Shape for Life, because Take Shape for Life is a division of MetaFast, which is a meal replacement, phenomenal weight loss program. But what I found is most of my clients were in that diet mentality, and I had such a challenge getting them out of that as their health coach. So I'm happy to report that after I put all of the teachings and practices of Take Shape for Life into play, I no longer had any evidence of Crohn's disease. And I had fistulizing Crohn's disease on heavy-duty medications. I do not recommend this. You need to do what's right for you. But I took myself off of meds. And in just 3 more months, that will be a full 6 years that I have been Crohn's disease free. By the way, I tried everything. Oh yes, every diet under the sun, supplements, 69 a day through a holistic health practitioner, chiropractors, acupuncturists, you name it, because guess what? You never give up because health is way too important. So how did I do it? What is the secret sauce? The secret sauce is finding balance in your life. So I'm going to start at that little heart-shaped, wonderful fruit and veggie picture above my picture. And yes, it's about nutrition. It's about not over-fueling yourself and fueling your body with good, healthy food. Again, it's not about perfection because that leads to too much stress, which is on the left. I'm going to get to stress last. The next picture is me and my sweetheart at my friend Sherry and Doug's wedding. For me, one of the things I value is my relationship with my sweetheart, and so I make that a priority. So that's one of the things that's really important to me. And guess what? I make decisions based on keeping that relationship super healthy. It's about hydrating. It's about drinking enough water, and we're going to talk about a lot about that. I want you to write down on your piece of paper right now. Challenge for you. Drink half your body weight in ounces of water for 1 week, and then let me know how you feel. 1 week of half your body weight in ounces. So if you weigh 100, you only have 50 ounces. It's not even 8 glasses. But if you're 200, you have 12 and a half 8-ounce glasses a day, okay? 100 ounces. Fun, that's something else I value. I told you, experiences. It's about finding that balance. Part of my fun is having a great time and getting activity in with my friends. In that picture, we're on Potato Chip Rock, a really cool hike here in San Diego County. It's about making time for fun, for things that are important to you. And lastly, and I truly believe one of the biggest health concerns is stress. Most of us do not know how to deal with it. Most of us are overstressed. We're time crunched. And, you know, sometimes we don't even know that we're stressed, yes or no. We're working so much. We're just spinning our wheels. It's like a little hamster on a wheel, right? So it's learning how to deal with your stress. So write stress down on your piece of paper. Don't do this now, but later I want you to write down what your stresses are and some things you can do to relieve stress. If you need help with it, contact me, SharonMeredith@gmail.com. So I told you we're going to talk about why diets don't work. The reality is 85% of people who lose weight gain it back within 2 years because it's a diet mentality. It's not a lifestyle. Obesity is the #1 precursor to cancer, heart disease, high blood pressure, and other diseases. #1 precursor is being obese. And many of us, 2/3 of our American population, by the way, did you know that we are the fattest country in the world now? One of the superpowers, I'd like to say still the superpower, and hopefully it's that, but hey, politics, right? But we are I'm just gonna say it, we're the fattest country in the world, and we need to change that and focus on health. What I ask you, if you're on this seminar for health, great. If you're here because you want to stop dieting and you want to start living, ask yourself this and write it down. What is being overweight costing you? Think about this later. You know, maybe it's energy to play with your grandkids, your kids, to do things that your spouse wants you to do, your best friend. Maybe it's not feeling good about yourself and lower self-esteem. I don't know what it is for you. We're all different, but figure it out, right? And I do want you to give yourself permission to take care of yourself. It's all about you, okay? When you put your air mask on first, you are more likely and able to help others. So nourish you so you can better nourish others and not be maybe short-tempered or whatever it is that sometimes we do. So give yourself permission. Show up better for you, show up better for others. On your piece of paper, because I know that most of us need a support group. Few can do it alone. That's in any aspect of life, by the way. If you're a CEO, you usually have a business coach. If you're a pro basketball player or golfer, football, whatever, you've got coaches. So on your piece of paper, Write down the words, potential buddies. Write 3 names down. Then you're going to interview them and see if one of them will be the good health buddy for you. Maybe all 3, and you can develop a little group. Who knows? Again, I'm going to tell you that balance is the key. If you would like a copy of my Wheel of Life, again, just let me know. You can email me, fitnesswithheart, SharonMeredith@gmail.com. But it is about finding balance. Balance in all areas. So when you do this exercise, you might see that, wow, I'm out of balance. Relationships are something that I really value, but I'm kind of low on that score. So what can I do to create better relationships? The more even that wheel is, the more smoother the life ride. Which one is you? I exercise all the time. I only eat salads. I do ab curls till I'm blue in the face. I can't give up whatever my vice is. I don't have time to cook. Maybe I don't even like to cook. I don't have the energy to exercise, or of course I hate exercising. Or for a lot of people, you're just tired and frustrated with the whole diet thing. I get it. I was too. By the way, did I share with you that I started my first diet at 15 years old? It was a mindset thing for me. I wasn't overweight. It was totally right here because of society and things that I had learned. We need to learn to love ourselves as we are right in this moment. By the way, you are beautiful exactly as you are right now. I want you to know that when you are at a better weight and better health, you will know that. To truly master your life's rituals and habits, that in itself will help you master your weight. So mastering your habits will help you master your weight. You need to change your mindset, think health and not weight. You have to learn the power of knowing that food is life's fuel for the body and the mind. Nourish your commitment to health through a supportive community. You know, if my program's not a fit for you, find one that is. Together in my program, we plan and cook amazing, tasty meals to fuel our bodies. It's fun and it makes our life easier. We cook for the whole week in like 1 2-hour session. You need to give yourself permission to be your best. This is a mindset that leads to health and happiness. Eat, exercise, and live your best life now. Stop waiting. Don't wait till tomorrow. Stop dieting and start your new life plan. So what we're going to talk about is 7 ways to master your weight. The strategies. The first thing is, stop telling people you're on a diet. That includes you. You're always telling yourself you're on a diet. You shouldn't eat this, you shouldn't eat that, I should eat that, that's too much, it's too little, whatever. Stop telling yourself you're on a diet. Stop telling your friends you're on a diet. Lead by example. When you start being healthier, the people you hang around with will probably, by osmosis, become healthier too. And don't you want that for your family? Know that exercise is not the key. You don't have to kill yourself in the gym. And coming from a personal trainer, exercise will not take care of your weight problem. Stop not eating if you're one of those people that don't eat until the end of the day because you're saving all your calories. That has messed with your metabolism. We'll talk about that in a little bit. But learn how to enjoy food without the guilt. Water, we'll talk about this again, but it is crucial for not only weight loss, but a lot of other things. Looking younger is one of my favorites. Eating carbs. Oh my gosh. So, you know what? Carbs are not your enemy. Learn how you can still eat carbs and still lose weight. Information overload. If you're like me, I have it coming in at me from all avenues. You know, I'm following this person and that person, and 10 people later, I'm so confused because eat eggs, don't eat eggs. Drink coffee, don't drink coffee. Alcohol is bad for you, alcohol is good for you. Information overload is stressing us out. So I encourage you to find 2 gurus that you can follow, that you trust, and just take their information. Also, I want you to trust you. Trust your gut. Go with what and who you think is the best and stop being stressed by it. Okay? Get rid of negative thinking so you can discover the power of positive change. So write this down. We all have negative self-talk. You know, oh my gosh, that was such a stupid thing I did. Well, that stupid thing might have been eating chocolate cake. It might have been running into the garage door. I don't know. But stop telling yourself you're stupid. But first you have to acknowledge, oops, I did it again. Now I'm going to rephrase it. The next time I back out of the garage, I'm going to make sure that that garage door went up, because sometimes it didn't. Guess why I'm saying that? It was years ago, but I've done it. But when it comes to like eating something that maybe you shouldn't have eaten, you know what? Yeah, you know what? I can do better next time, and I will. So just change your framing and change it into not telling yourself you're bad. You're not bad. Okay, so we're going to learn how you can feel sexy and get your mojo back, how to eat delicious, normal, fresh, nourishing food, how to eat and prepare healthy, nutritious food, and cut your time in half. How to lose 2 pounds per week simply and easily. The plan's got to be sustainable. It's got to be time efficient. You can't get hungry because you get the hangries. People don't want to be around me. When I get hungry, oh boy, get out of my way. The food needs to be available quick, and still you need to not feel guilty when you aren't perfect. Are you getting the thread here? Know that you're doing good things for your body, improve your self-esteem, and know that you're being good to yourself, and make the commitment to a healthy lifestyle. What you need is that simple plan, easy, quick recipes, quick, nutritious snacks. You need to set goals, do the work, and achieve results. There are 3 phases. There's weight loss, which most of us might be in. And yes, it's 3,500 calories to lose a pound. But that is a temporary thing, because that's what people, the challenge is, they're great at number 1. Number 2, transition to appropriate fuel for you. So let's say you started at 200 pounds, and that 200-pound body required, just to sustain itself, let's say 2,600 calories. But your new 150-pound body only requires, let's say, 2,100, because that leaves a 500-calorie deficit, okay? So now you still have to have 2,100 versus the 26, your old habits, right? So we're going to figure out what the new appropriate fuel is for you. And then the 3rd phase is, okay, you figured that out. Now how do we keep it? And the strategies that go along with that. All right, this is my friend Sherry. She lost and gained weight multiple times, and on our program she lost 53 pounds and has kept it off for a year. She used to not exercise, and honestly I do a lot of little challenges, and I had a plank challenge, and this is after the fact when she started working out with me online. I have a program online. She said, Sharon, I didn't do the plank challenge because I didn't think I could do it. She can now do a plank for like 45 seconds. Go, Sherry. Sonia, she had lots of stress and losses in her life, and that led to 178 pounds. In this photo, she's 165, the before picture, and then 125 after. But until she was 30, she could eat anything she wanted. She told me, I was that skinny fat person that just ate sugar and crap. And then 30 hit, and the pounds started piling on. The great thing about being at her healthy weight is it is allowing her to do something that she loves, that she had to give up because of knee pain and low energy when she was overweight. She's hip hop dancing, and she even sends me recordings of her performing her hip hop dancing, something she never thought she would do. Awesome. Better yet, she has kept it off. She has truly developed the habits of health and has kept her weight off for 5 years. That's what we all want. This is how you stop dieting and start living. Close your eyes and imagine the feeling of fitting in your clothes again. Maybe there's an outfit in your closet. Maybe it's the little black dress, or the tux or the tight pair of pants that you can't wear right now. But imagine fitting in your clothes. Imagine living in your body again. Doing something fun like Sonia and getting back to something that you thought you couldn't do. Having that spark in your eye. Do you know what I mean by that? Yep, it's the mojo thing. It's where you feel invincible. You feel like when you walk into a room, you're on top of the world. And then finally, maybe seeing the spark in your hubby's eyes, your significant others. I'm going to challenge you that that spark has probably always been there. If you're feeling or are overweight right now, that spark is still in there for him or her. They love you. But I want you to acknowledge that spark and put a little more spark in your little love life. Where do we start? Okay, the first thing, this is what we need to do right now. On your piece of paper, I want you to write down values. Leave a little space, a little white space, and then I want you to write down health wants. You're not going to finish this tonight, but under values, I don't want you to think too hard. I want you to just start scribbling with your pen. What do you value? I value relationships. I value health. I value financial security. I value family time. Fun. What do you value? Write down all your values. And under health wants, I want you to write down 3 things that you want. So imagine yourself already at your healthy weight. What do you envision yourself doing? I don't want you to say, I want to be able to not have diabetes. You know, I want to have, it'll be rephrasing into, gosh, I am just healthy and happy and able to do anything I want. If it's getting away from knee pain, because, you know, as a trainer, you know, when I gain 3 pounds, I can feel it in my left knee that I used to have tendonitis in. But that's like 3 pounds times by 4 is like 12 pounds of pressure on this knee. Think about it. If you have 10 pounds to lose, that's 40 pounds of pressure on your joints. But the reframing part would be this. I want to easily be able to go hiking, or I want to easily be able to get up and down from the floor to play with my grandkids. Whatever it is that you want. Finish this exercise a little bit later. We are going to start with nutrition. 85 to 90% of weight loss is about nutrition. A trainer is saying that. It's not about the working out. It is about fewer calories in than out. We're going to talk more about the nutrition in a bit. It is about multiple mini meals. When it comes to nutrition, John Hopkins study by Dr. David Jenkins, there were 2 control groups. One ate 3 meals and the other ate 6 meals. It was the same exact food, but they took the 3 meals and made 6 little meals out of them. Same exact food. The control group that ate 6 meals had a 15% reduction in cholesterol, a 28% improvement in insulin resistance, which is about sugar and is about fat metabolism. All of that in just 2 weeks. That is the power of 6 small meals a day. Write it down. I promise to eat 6 small meals a day because it works. Low glycemic, by the way, but not no carbs, not no fat, no, you know, not sugar-free. Exercise and movement, we'll talk about that again. And hopefully you understand these things that we've been writing down. This is about helping you change your mindset. You've got to change your mindset and go from dieting to living. It can't be about deprivation. You know, diet simply means how you eat, whether you eat all ice cream or whether you eat healthy. But for most of us, it just means deprivation. So get yourself in a healthy mindset. What it takes to succeed, you need a simple program, something that you can do that's sustainable. The small mini meals with easy snacks. You need to drink water, lots of water. We're going to talk about that still in a minute. Adding exercise to your busy day. Now, I'm not telling you to, again, you don't have to exercise an hour or more every day. It's about putting little tidbits here and there. Maybe, you know, taking those stairs instead of the escalator. On your break at work, walking the stairs or the halls for 5 minutes. on your lunch hour, after dinner, before dinner, with your family, you know, killing, what is it, what's the saying? Killing two birds with one rock. Yeah, well, I'm not good at that. Obviously, you see that. But you know what I mean, so that you can have your family time and your healthy time together. Oh, yeah. Feeling great after week 1. You have to have success. Now, most diets you've done, you do feel great after week 1, but this has to be something that you can do forever. Again, don't tell people you're on a diet. Most importantly, don't tell yourself, and know that it's all about life. You have to know exactly what to buy at the grocery. So we all know that we should be buying more vegetables and fruits, you know, not a lot of the processed stuff. For instance, a plate needs to look like this. I'm not talking your snack, I'm talking your 3 bigger meals. A 9-inch plate the size our grandparents used. 50% is going to be veggies. 25% is a good quality grain, brown rice, quinoa. 25% is a lean protein. It's not rocket science. Make meals for the entire week. In my program, we cook together online, and it is about cooking 75% of what we're going to eat in that 1-2 hour cooking together class. It's super fun. And tasty, easy recipes. Know what to eat when, and have easy snacks available so you're not hangry. By the way, we're talking, I've got a lot of bar recipes, you know, Whole Foods bars. Those are great, and I can share those with you too if you email me. Okay, let's talk about water. Remember, I do want you to do that water challenge. Drink half your body weight in ounces of water for 1 week, and let me know how you feel. Water keeps you full. So if you're hungry, first drink a glass of water. Then if you're still hungry, grab a healthy snack. You know, some veggies with hummus or something like that. Water flushes toxins. Did you know that it reduces headaches? If I don't drink enough water, I'll start getting a little headache. If my sweetheart doesn't drink enough water, his back hurts, which brings me to less joint pain. You'll look younger, fewer wrinkles. You'll increase your energy, and you'll just feel better. For me, it's really important. Crohn's disease that I no longer have any evidence of, by the way, even on biopsy. And I always have had evidence on visual and biopsy until I committed to healthy habits. But water reduces inflammation, and it keeps your belly flat, which is one of the biggest things people ask me. How do I get a flatter belly? Well, drink water. That's one thing. Eat good quality carbs. Eat fiber. Get things moving. Decrease stress. Again, remember the challenge I gave you. Write down the stress. What are your stressors? What can you do? Find a hobby that you can do. Find something that you love to do. You can journal. You know, sleep is huge with the stress. If you don't sleep well, that leads to stress. So there's so many things that we can't go over here today, but you've got to figure out how to decrease your stress. Exercise. All righty. All right. I act like I love exercise. And by the way, I love what it does and how I feel afterwards. But you don't have to kill yourself working out. Cardio, 20 minutes. Take your dog for a walk. Go for a walk with your coworkers or your husband. The truth is, just to maintain, the American College of Sports Medicine says, if you do hardcore 20 minutes of like interval training, which is one of my favorites, you only have to work out 3 days a week. Can you do 3 days a week for 20 minutes hardcore? I know you can. Strength training. American College of Sports Medicine says 8 to 10 exercises, 8 to 12, 10 to 12 reps will maintain your strength. That takes 5 minutes, 3 times a week. You can do that. Now, interval training. One of the reasons I love it is, I'm going to be honest, you need to find an exercise that somewhat resonates with you. You don't have to love it, but you can't hate it. So yeah, you're going to burn more calories running, but if you don't like running, don't do it. I don't like running. I get bored easy. That's why I love interval training. So do some push-ups, get up and run in place, or whatever it is, okay? What's really fascinating is science has shown that doing interval training helps you keep burning calories longer. Oh yeah, extra bonus. As I said a little earlier, it's not rocket science. It's about good old-fashioned common sense. It's about making a choice to commit to you, which will ultimately enhance your life and the life and the help of your family and your friends, because you will be a new role model for them. So what now? That truly depends on you. 10% of people watching this webinar will actually not take any action. I hope that's not you. But 10% have great intentions. You're here, you're showing up, but you'll lose the piece of paper and you won't do it now, and you'll just not take action. 30% are going to take some action on their own. They're going to go do more research. They're going to find a program that works for them. It's going to take a lot of time, a lot of energy, but they're going to do it on their own. 60% of the people need more information and they need support. And again, I encourage all of you to get a buddy, get a support group. So it's your choice. You can carry on and do the slow and steady trial and error. You can do all the research. It's out there. To me, it was information overload. Or you could be successful by joining my Fitness with Heart Circle of Friends. Introducing, I'm very excited about this, the Fit in 6 Club. By the way, this is my first webinar. I'm pretty upfront and honest. And so the reason that I'm offering this program this inexpensive is I'm hoping to get your feedback as well. It's kind of like a little beta test, okay? But the Fit in 6 Club, what is it? Well, you're going to lose 2 to 5 pounds week 1. Oh my gosh, that's great. The program's simple, complete, and prepared for you. If you like structure, you're going to love it. I send to you directly a 6-week meal plan. So every day you'll know what to eat when. Every week you're going to have a grocery list. We're going to cook the food together. It's going to be in your fridge. You pick it out, take it out, heat it in the oven, the microwave, whatever is best for you, and away you go. It's 12 to 1,500 calories depending on if you're a man or woman, but you don't count the calories. I've already done that. You're not going to be hungry because it's a decent amount of food for the calories, and it's got good fiber and nutrition in it, which when you have good fiber and nutrition leads to less hunger. Even if you don't know how to cook or like to cook, I can tell you this. I fell into cooking just because I was doing healthy happy hours at my home and I decided to do healthy happy cooking. Oh my gosh, we made cauliflower pizza crust my first class, had so much fun that I haven't stopped cooking good healthy food since. So if I can cook, you can cook. Trust me on that. It is about creating a life you love, because you will stay committed to these habits when you have less stress, you have better sleep, fantastic relationships, and a life that you love. Fun! All of the above will help you want to eat better, exercise, and live the life that you deserve. Yet there is the challenge. You all know it. It's the yo-yo. You start out great, but you go back to your old habits. So how do we change this? We've gone over some things. It's the mindset. You know, post those things everywhere so that you can keep referring back to them. But another way you can change it is, we've talked about this, finding the buddy, having accountability. And you've heard that before. But the truth is, people have the accountability, and then again, you get into your old habits and you get farther and farther away from those people that will keep you in your little cocoon of health. My program is a bit different. Yeah, we've got the Fitness of Heart Circle of Friends, the Fit in 6 Club, the private Facebook page that everybody else has or other people do. We have a dynamic community with common goals. And we're also going to, each week, commit to a goal. You're going to set a goal and you're going to tell the entire group what goal it is. At the end of each week, I am going to post a list of who won and those that maybe didn't follow through. Now, remember, we're not going to feel guilty, and it's not about that. But perhaps those of us that won, as well as me and other people in the community, we're going to help each other decide how you can better follow through next time so that you, next week, can be a winner. We're also going to have some fun games and prizes to drive you to success so that every week we can weigh happy. Now, mind you, it's not just about the scale. I'm not a big scale person, to be honest. Down the road, I'm hoping that you'll have a tight pair of pants that you put on once a week, and if they're tight that week, you change your eating habits to lower the calories. You'll know how to do this because we've learned it and you're going to be living it. What else? Okay, I already told you about the grocery list, the meal plans, and the recipes. We're going to have the recorded cooking class. Some of them you'll be able to join live. And we're going to make our food for the whole week in just a couple of hours. That, again, you can easily go to your refrigerator. It's right there. So there's good, healthy food at your fingertips. 6 days a week, you're going to be getting an exercise video. It's just 5 to 10 minutes. Can you do 5 to 10 minutes of exercise a day? I know you can when you make the commitment. There will be a progression, and there's going to be those 20-minute interval training workouts. So here's what the plan looks like. You've got the meal plan. Every day you'll know what to eat. You've got the grocery lists, and you've got the recipes that we make together. Cooking with Power does not look exactly like this. It's not like a live, here we are all together cooking. Susie might be in New York, Kelly in Ecuador, Celine in Ecuador. We're all online in front of our computers, cooking together in our own kitchens. By the way, I can mute you if you get out of hand, but actually it's a lot of fun. So here's Tina. I did a small beta test with some friends, and she wanted to learn how to eat healthy. She wanted to be a role model for her daughters. She lost 5 pounds in 4 weeks. Her goal was 5 pounds in 6 weeks. What's really cool is you can see that Tina didn't have a lot of weight to lose. She's super tiny. She's 4'11", and it is harder to lose that last 5 pounds than anything else. More importantly, our mutual friend Tanya said, oh my gosh, I saw Tina and she said she's feeling great. She looked great. We're in our bikinis and life is good. I have a guarantee for the program, and wait till you see the price. It's not going to be what you think. Lose a minimum of 5 pounds. You're going to feel sexy, increase your energy, improve your self-esteem. It is a 30-day money-back guarantee. I do ask that you give me the reason why it didn't work for you, because I'm always growing and improving. So if you had to do all of this yourself, you had to do, or hire professionals, a nutritionist, a health coach, a personal trainer, have the accountability, get exercise videos, fun games and prizes, it'd be well over $1,000. But I've also got, in addition to everything that we've talked about, a VIP club, live one-on-one training with me, and you're going to get a personalized exercise video. We're going to take your goals, your posture into account and give you a program that's specific to you. Also, the VIP club has the ability to have a weekly group coaching call, so live coaching calls with me. So the basic program, just $25. It gets delivered right to your inbox at your membership site, in my membership, and we have the private Facebook. The VIP with the added bonus of the live workout with me and the live coaching, group coaching calls, that's only $97. The reason, again, it's so inexpensive is the fact that, this is my first time rolling it out. I want your input. I want you to have results, and I love helping people get healthy. Don't forget the money back guarantee. If this sounds like a fit for you, have at it. Join me. So here's what we need to summarize. You need to define your challenges. You wrote that on your worksheet. Set realistic expectations. You can't. I have another friend who's doing a 6-week program, and she has to lose 20 pounds in 6 weeks. I'm sorry, that's not realistic. I'm not even sure that it's healthy, to be honest. Know that mastery is not achieved overnight. Keep your eye on the goal and do the exercises, those written exercises that we talked about. If my program's not a fit for you, get into a program that is. Get that buddy. Commit to a community and a program that will keep you healthy for life. This program starts on July 31st. So the Fit in 6 Club, it's today as I record this, it's Monday. This is on this next coming Sunday that it starts. We will be cooking on Saturday. We're making all our food for the week. I'm so excited. I hope that you got some great information. regardless if you join my program or not, I hope that you implement it, but I do want to see you in the Fit in 6 Club. Thanks for joining me. Have a great day.